with his scarlet painted shield, his scarlet cloak around his shoulders, and his bannerman beside him that will go wherever he goes. This is still an age when kings, dukes, nobles led their troops personally, not for them hiding a mile or 2 miles behind the front line or anything like that. These men got their hands dirty. They quite literally got their hands bloody. And therein lies risk, of course. If you are in the front line fighting, you could get killed. And as we'll see at 3 o'clock, there were moments when disaster could have befallen the Duke himself. But he came through. He was a fearsome warlord, a fearsome warrior, skilled on horseback, skilled at arms. This is a man that leads from the front. And behind him come his mounted warriors, every single one of them professional soldiers. Their trade is war. These are not farmers who've been told to get onto a horse to serve for a couple of weeks. These are professional soldiers who every day of their lives will ride their horses, would exercise with the lance, with the sword and the other weapons of their trade. Discipline and training is everything. When you have horsemen like this, you need to have cohesion and discipline. If you're just a mad mob, a huge herd of horses, you won't have the same shock effect as you will when every single horse in one line crashes into the enemy at speed at the same time. So as you can see, parade ground discipline is not just about looking to increase the pace to the trot. Probably at about 6 to 8 miles an hour faster than a human being can march. This is a good jogging or light running pace for somebody on foot. And horses like this can eat up the ground and go far ahead of the main armies, acting as the eyes and ears of William's invasion force, scouting out, trying to find out where Harold and his sword, mainly, the professional soldiers mark. Some carry maces and axes as well. Now they increase the pace to the canter or gallop, and you can really hear the turf shaking as just 24 sets of horses' hooves drum the ground. Imagine 2,000, the ground would truly. And William is now, instead of just watching his parade, is now going to lead his warriors up the hill. Will these horses respect the sanctity of the English heritage safety barrier? I certainly hope so. If a horse is determined, it will go through a barrier like that, and it will go through a shield wall. Here they come, straight into the gallop, keeping their line, lowering their spears. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a cheer. What a sight, a magnificent sight. A second convoy comes up to finish off anything that remains of a shattered shield wall in front. The bright coloured and embroidered papal banner there flying in red, yellow and white at the head of the convoys of horse. And here they come. Give them a cheer, this magnificent sight of horses, lances, shields, spears, swords. It's a stirring sight. Hopefully they judge it right. Yes, they do. And they will. That's a better charge. Look at that. They're keeping together brilliantly.